everybody, Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307. We are here for our grocery haul this week, and I had a request from somebody to explain how I decide what I'm going to stock up on, how much I'm going to stock up on, and what I like to keep in my pantry. So last week you guys saw my pantry tour, and there are certain staples that we always have in our household. First of all is going to be our proteins. I like to keep a variety of chicken, pork, beef. Don't keep a lot of frozen fish because I find that it doesn't last very long. I love fish but would rather eat it fresh, and so we don't do a lot of that. And then of course we have all of our pantry staples. We have all of our basics that you can build recipes from. So we have got flour and sugar and yeast and all of that good stuff. And then behind me, of course, we've got my canning shelf that is full of a lot of things that I have canned. I'm still working on learning new things to can and just trying to find the time for that. And then of course we have all of our convenience foods such as cereal, crackers, chips, things like that. We've got our condiments, and so everything from ketchup to olives to enchilada sauce. We're not a huge canned soup fan, and I figured that out. So that's one thing that's going to be phasing out of my pantry. Besides canned tomato soup, and I'm a Campbell's girl for that, and cream of mushroom, chicken, those type of things that I use in recipes, we're not going to keep that stuff in there anymore because honestly, we just don't eat it. And so that's one thing we are struggling to get through. I used to buy them and say that I was going to take them to work for lunches and stuff, but they're still on the pantry shelf. So if you are trying to decide how much you want to keep in your pantry, you just need to determine how much your family eats, what your favorite recipes are. And so, for example, depending on how big of a pantry you want, if you just wanted a 1 month stockpile, if your family eats pasta once a week, then you're going to need at least 4 packages of pasta and 4 jars of pasta sauce of some sort, or the ingredients to make your pasta sauce. And then, of course, if you guys like to do like burgers or brats, or maybe you make pizza every single week, you're just going to have to break it down like that. And I find truly that a lot of us cook a lot of the same things over and over. We have our favorite things. And so that's kind of how I stock my pantry. It's not in detail. And sometimes I put things in my pantry for a season and then we kind of grow out of that season. So I don't necessarily replace it. So my pantry is always evolving. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and turn around. I'll show you my meal plan first, and then I'll show you my grocery haul. Here is my meal plan, and I've kind of used my meal plan sheet a little bit out of order, so we're actually starting here. I am filming today on Thursday. Yesterday, when my hubby got home from work, we went ahead and went out to eat. We had a date night, and so we went to our local brewery here, had some yummy food and a couple beers, and it was absolutely amazing. Tonight, I took a ribeye steak out of the freezer, so we're going to do a ribeye steak. We're going to do some corn on the cob on the grill, and we're going to finish up some potato salad. And then on Friday, I took out some elk burger out of our freezer, and we're going to go ahead and do kind of a goulash type thing. It's one of the things my mom used to do when I was growing up. She would do burger and mushrooms and cream of mushroom soup. Sometimes she would throw like corn or green beans into it as well. And then she always served it over mashed potatoes. So that's what we're going to be doing. On Saturday, we're keeping it simple. We're going to go ahead and make just some tuna sandwiches. We're going to toast up our bread, and we're just going to do some lettuce and tomato and have some chips with it. Or if anybody wants anything else, they can grab that. On Sunday, we're going to go ahead and do some pork street tacos. I realized that I didn't get any onion. We're going to need some onion for street tacos, but we still have cilantro. We have pork in the freezer that's already cooked up. We've got street taco tortillas in the freezer. Super, super easy. On Monday, we're going to have leftovers. And on Tuesday, I bought a bag salad kit, and I've got some shredded chicken in the freezer. So we're just going to have a chicken salad. So nothing too crazy or hard. And let me go ahead and back up and show you guys my grocery haul. So you can see it's not that big. For any of you guys that don't know where I shop at Ridley's is what it's called. I live in a small town in Wyoming, and it's our only grocery store. The closest Walmart is 100 miles away. The closest Albertsons or Smith's is about 85 miles away. So this is what we got today. Let's go ahead and start over here with our cold items. So I went ahead and grabbed 2 gallons of milk. Now, normally I don't grab 2, especially with my husband working in and out of town. But they had the deal where if you buy 2, they were $2.99. And so I went ahead and grabbed 2. If it looks like my husband's going to be working out of town a lot, then I will go ahead and just pour some of the milk out of the gallon. Usually I pour it into the milk that's in the fridge, and then I'll go ahead and freeze this gallon of milk and it will be just fine, you guys. It's amazing what you can put in the freezer to make it to where you don't have to buy things at full price. And then we needed some sour cream. Because with my kids here this last week, we went through all the sour cream. So this was $2.39. I needed some more cottage cheese. This was $2.39 as well. And then my store had a deal on Best Foods mayo. They had an extra $1 off on it. So this was $5.99 is what it was, and that's good till January of 25, so that's nice. And then we needed some mustard. My husband has been doing a lot of smoking and such, and so he's been using mustard as a binder for that. And so this was only $1.59. I almost grabbed two, but you guys, even when he's using that as a binder, we just typically don't go through a ton of mustard. And then they had olives on sale. And I usually like to get olives when they are 99 cents, but they were on sale for $1.49 and I could get up to 5 cans. So I went ahead and grabbed 5. Olives is one of those things that we always have in our pantry because it's something we love. And then I told you guys I grabbed a salad kit for the chicken salad. This is the one that we're going to use. It's avocado ranch. We'll put some chicken in there. And then you guys, I went ahead and grabbed a sunflower crunch salad kit either for lunch for me at work or maybe as a side dish. I went ahead and grabbed a couple tomatoes because I told you guys we were doing sandwiches and we're out of tomatoes. These tomatoes were $2.15, so kind of spendy, $1.99 a pound. And then you guys, I grabbed myself 3 apples, and the sign said that they were on sale for $1.29. Well, they rang up as $2.99, so these 3 apples cost me $3.38. So I'll make sure that those don't go to waste. I'll take those to work and eat them. And then I went ahead and splurged on some grapes. We don't get grapes a ton at our house just because they are so expensive. So these were $2.99 a pound, which equaled $6.10 because there's just a little bit over 2 pounds there. And then you guys, we've got some sale items here. Now, these items were not on my list. And actually, the only thing that was on my list was milk, sour cream, and tomatoes. That's it. But I knew I needed a couple other things, obviously. So when I got to the store, I saw that they had a deal for Oreos and Ritz for being $1.99. And so we just got cookies last week, so really didn't need cookies. But the sale included the Oreo Thins, the fudge-covered Oreos, and the fudge-covered Nutter Butters. And we have got these maybe once years ago. So I decided to go ahead and grab those. I'll put these high up in the pantry for, you know, maybe towards the holidays or something, and we can make some fun Christmas dessert out of that. So these were all $1.99. And then my hubby likes the Ritz Bits. He prefers the peanut butter ones, but my store apparently doesn't carry them anymore. So those were $1.99. And then we get into the checks. So they had checks on sale, but almost all of the kinds were out. I love to make Chex Mix for the holidays and stuff. So this is a prep for the holidays for a batch of homemade Chex Mix. And so Chex was on sale for $1.99. And then Ibotta had a 50-cent off cash back. And so I will actually pay $1.49 for these. So I got 1 corn, 1 rice. And then they had this new flavor, and I got 3 of them, so I really hope we like it. It is maple brown sugar. And these are going to be at the top of our pile because they expire in September of 24. And this is December of 24 and March of 2025 for the rice checks. So I grabbed 5 boxes of those. And then last but not least, I did go ahead and buy some packaged Chex Mix. And that's because my store had them on sale for $1.49 and there was an Ibotta of 25 cents, so I paid $1.24. I grabbed 1 of each kind they had. So I grabbed a turtle, I grabbed a honey nut, a bold, and a traditional, and also a cheddar. These are absolutely amazing to take to the lake with you or on road trips. And, you know, if you buy this at a gas station or something like that, you're not paying $1.24. I can tell you that. I also tried to buy something else. I tried to get Stouffer's lasagnas because my store had them marked for $9.99 for the family size. They're normally over $20, so that was a great deal. So I put 3 of them into my cart, and then when I went to check out, my cashier's like, that didn't work. Head over to customer service. So I go over there, and I realize that the store has mismarked them. Those weren't the lasagnas that were on sale. So even though they did confirm that, oh, oops, we put the wrong price tag on the wrong thing, they wouldn't honor it, which made me super sad. But I didn't have over $60 to spend on the lasagna I had thrown in my cart, so I went ahead and put those back. And sometimes that happens. I mean, here is the picture. And once I looked at it, I saw that it was the wrong brand, but I didn't look close enough. I just saw $9.99 and went, wow, that's a good deal. I'm going to go ahead and buy 3. So always make sure that you're being a little bit more vigilant than I was today to make sure that you get the sell prices you think you're getting. So I went ahead and returned those 3 lasagnas. And so before I returned the 3 lasagnas, I knew my total was too high, so I knew something hadn't worked. So my total before returning the lasagnas was $138, or no, $136.90. Then I returned the lasagnas. It was $61.74 for 3 lasagnas. And so I actually spent $75.43 today. So not too shabby. You know, a lot of stockpile money. We have a grocery budget of $100 a week, and we also have stock up money of $200. So honestly, right here, you know, I mean, we've got produce that's going to come out of our weekly budget, and milk and cottage cheese and sour cream, but everything else is going to come out of that stock up budget. All right, you guys, that's it for me today. Thanks for joining me, and until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4,